Hate to say it, but I think it's time I get a Ram. But let me tell you guys why, okay? Here behind us, we have a 2020 or 2021 Ram right here. It is the Longhorn edition. I've always liked the Longhorns because the interior is absolutely crazy. So I've been told this window sticker was about $75,000. This truck does belong to a friend of mine, his father's, and they paid roughly about $75,000 for this truck. And you can go buy a Denali, like not even the AT4. Denali's and AT4, the prices are kind of similar. You can buy a Denali or an AT4 for roughly about $75,000. My dad did get lucky and bought his for about $73,000 out the door. When I heard that you could buy one of these for $75,000, like roughly the same price as one of these, I was kind of blown away because of the interior. So let me show you guys what I like about it. So let me mention one thing. If you guys follow Eddie's life, he's got a 2019 Ram 2500, and he had a Duramax. He had an LML Duramax, and then he bought that Cummins, and he's been bashing Duramaxes, right? Kinda, like jokingly, right? I gotta say, Eddie, you were right, dude. Like, GM needs to freaking step up because this interior is absolutely insane. I've always liked the Longhorns, and just seeing it today, and the fact that I found out that these cost just as much as getting a Denali, I was like, maybe it's time to maybe switch if GM doesn't step up. So first things first, just the door panel, right? They have, one thing I really like about the Longhorns is the leather color. It kind of reminds you of the King Ranch interior. I've always liked the King Ranch interior as well. This just screams luxury in my opinion. So first things first, like the interior, the seats, but the door panel, it's got contrast, just enough contrast. Like the bezel right here looks good. The stitching right here looks good, doesn't look boring. Even like this little piece, right? It's the little things that makes it stand out. This kind of looks like alligator leather a little bit. But just overall, like even the door panel seems high quality. And then if we look at the dash, like everything is leather. Look at the stitching on it. But one thing that kind of blew me away, and it's like I said, it's the little things. Look at the O bar. It's got leather wrapped around it. GM would have never done that because they would try to cut cost everywhere, right? But they put leather around the O bar. Personally, always liked the wood grain on the steering wheel, so that's one thing I liked about my Denali. All of this does kind of remind me of my AT4, and that's kind of why I chose the AT4 over Denali, because at the end of the day, AT4 and Denali are both up there, and you can get it to where AT4 has all the options that a Denali does, and that's how my AT4 is. And one thing I like about the AT4 is like it's got all the stitching, it's got contrast, whereas Denali is supposed to be your premium luxury line of GMC, but there's really nothing luxury about it other than some of the color matching and some of the chrome pieces. In terms of like interior, it's exactly the same as your SLT model. So Denali doesn't scream Denali anymore. It doesn't make it stand out from the lower trim levels. And to me, my AT4 interior stood out way more than the Denali. Look at the seat. That is, I don't know, like this just is very impressive. The limited Longhorn edition. It's got a Longhorn on the center console right here. Leather as well. And they did get the radio that's not the Tesla screen radio. This is like their smaller radio. But even then, this radio is still bigger, and overall layout looks better than my GMC. Oh, I like that little wood grain finish up here. And then the shifter is leather, and it's got stitching on it. Like I'll show you guys mine. Like, I hate my shifter because it's plastic and it feels cheap, but the way they did this, I'm really impressed. The limited Longhorn edition written right there. But just look at that. It comes with this little sticker, like you're buying a leather, I don't know, like high-end leather shoes or something like that. This model doesn't have the sunroof, so I guess that's why it was a little cheaper, and also doesn't have the Tesla screen. That's also why it was a little cheaper as well. Here we look at the back. Like I said, I love the door panel, and this, it's just the little things. I keep saying it, but like I said, like that just makes it stand out. You know, it's not boring. Like, who would have thought? And another, they also, and the O in the back is also wrapped in leather. They got lights on the seat. There you go. Limited Longhorn edition. They have USB-C, 2 USB-Cs and 1 regular USB. Looks like it's got heated seats. And they also have an outlet back here. That is insane. So whoever's sitting in the back can definitely charge their stuff. But I really like that little finish. Also, the two-tone looks really good. Take a look at my GMC. It's a 2020 Duramax. It's an AT4, got all the options. It is the highest trim level you can get on a GMC truck. First things first, door panel. Very boring. I like the stitching on mine. That's why I like the AT4, because the Denali would just be all black. And that plastic right there seems cheap. I feel like they could have done something with the bezel speaker, right? They could have made it where it matched the grill, where it would be like a darker gray. But I mean, I do like the carbon fiber contrast right here, but overall very boring, right? I kind of like it because it's simple, but at the end of the day, this is your highest quality, this is your highest tier trim level vehicle that you're buying, and it's a little too boring for being the most expensive lineup. Once again, very simple. I do like my seats way better than the Denali, so I would say the seats are pretty comparable with the Longhorn, the AT4 on the headrest. And you know, center console, nothing fancy. The screen, very simple. And then the back, same as the front, very simple, nothing special about it. And we have one USB-C port, one USB. We have the cigarette lighter, which who uses that anymore? And then we got heated seats in the back. So kind of comparable. Still, Ram takes the win on this one. Back of the seat, very boring, nothing special about it. So you tell me, between this truck and that truck over there, both $75,000, which one feels like you're getting a better deal? This one does have a sunroof, and I think it's got maybe a few more features, but I believe they both have similar features. So leave a comment below. I want to know what you think. Leave a comment below which one you think you would feel like you're getting a better value out of it if you were to pay $75,000. Oh yeah, let's look at the cluster. My cluster is, I'll start it up for you. All right, so everything in the middle is digital, but this is also because my AT4 has the technology package. You can get your AT4 without the technology package, and all the gauges up here will be manual, actual physical. Your Denalis will come with it unless you get a Denali without the technology package. The 2022 models, they're doing that because of chip shortage, so you can get a Denali and not get all the features that you would normally get on a Denali. So it kind of sucks, kind of defeats the purpose of getting a Denali. For the longest time, I really liked the interior of my GMC. For me, it's like, if it ain't broken, don't fix it. I've always liked it until I looked at that truck and I was like, wow. I thought I really liked the simplicity of this interior, but it's time that GM steps up a little bit. For the next video, we'll go over the new interior on the 2023 Silverados and the High Countries. I'm assuming it's going to be similar with the GMC Sierras. So give this video to 500 likes. I will show you guys the interior and all the updates that happened on the 2023 Silverados. And I'll give you guys my opinion on that. Let's go back over to the Ram and look at the cluster on that. Another thing, key fob. Ram Longhorn. My key fob. I put this cool cover on it, but I don't believe it has AT4 on it. So the side physical cluster is about the same. Everything in the middle is digital, similar to my AT4, but it's got a little bit more designing. Check it out. Woo! You like it?
I like that color.
Like, look how much more detail they have on the door. Even the door handle.
I like that.
And they got the bezel around here.
I wish I could take my bezel off and paint it.
Right? Like, our door trim is, our door panel is so basic. It's so standard.
At least I got the carbon fiber.
True.
But I love...
Dude, look at this. They put leather around the O-ship bar.
This is the Longhorn?
Yeah.
So I know on the Limited, like everything is like leather stitched.
Everything is leather
Like,
stitched? So is this.
Megan's mom's old truck had the Limited 1500.
Yeah.
Every door handle, everything had stitching on it. I like this.
Check this out.
What's that buckle for?
I don't know, but it's cool as
Visual.
shit. Makes you feel like a cowboy.
Ooh.
It's a functioning buckle.
Yeehaw.
And then you got 2 USB-Cs, 1 USB, and an outlet back here.
The only issue with these trucks, like even Mondo's, is underneath there.
No space?
Where you gonna put subs?
You can't put subs?
It's a special box.
Oh, snap.
That's to put your mattress so you can do adult stuff. So if you did build a box, the subs are literally, the box had to form to all that, and the subs have to be a low profile sub to fit in there.
True.
Because Mondo wants to do it in his, but he's like, I don't know how.
So he's got the adult stuff in his too?
I don't know about the adult stuff, he's got the box though.
That's cool. I like that.
There should be cargo under that too.
Even... Oh yeah, that's where you hide the drugs. Limited, Longhorn edition, floor mats. So this truck costs just as much as my truck. As AT4. Like, what would you rather
That's
have?
expensive for a Dodge too. Because Dodge usually cheaper, aren't they?
Yeah, but not Cummins.
Oh really? What would I rather have? Oh, it doesn't have the 12-inch vertical though.
No, but still, that screen's still bigger than mine and yours. Ours is only a 10-inch. Oh, 8-inch. Yeah, 8-inch. What is that? 10?
It's about an 8.
That's about an 8? So it's about the same size, you think?
I think so.
I just feel like all this like fancy stuff make it feel like you're getting more out of the money you're paying.
True. Are those automatic steps?
Nah, fixed steps. But it goes all the way to the back.
That's nice.
It's a working man's truck.
Oh look, it's got a light under the seat when you lift the seat up.
Yep.
Damn.
When you're doing adult stuff.
Damn.
Nice, isn't it? Yep. So this is Alex's truck. So I'll show you guys his. This is the all-terrain edition. But yeah, he painted all this stuff. Like I said, like GM is very simple, basic, which I like for the longest time, the simplicity.
Hey, you mind helping me hold that bracket
These nuts?
again?
Yeah, I got you.
And
So we just went over all the interior stuff. Now let's go over performance and overall view of the truck. Now with the Duramax, this is the L5P. I think L5P is probably one of the most desired Duramax engines now. I might be biased, but I have a feeling that L5P is going to be like the next LBZ. I love the L5P. When you tune these trucks, it's a whole different animal. It's just different than all the other Duramax engines in the past. And when you buy a Duramax, it comes with the Allison transmission. That is a 10-speed, not a true Allison transmission, but it has the Allison technology. It's made by GM, but it's got Allison's technology. 2020 plus don't have Allison, but all the other Duramaxes do.
Cummins is probably one of the best diesel engines you can get. Cummins basically saved Dodge. Probably one of the most reliable diesel engines out there. However, the transmissions on these trucks are problematic. 17 to 20. Cummins, I believe, has the CP4 pump.
I don't know why they put the CP4 pump on there. They should have learned from Duramaxes from 11 to 16, the LML Duramaxes with the CP4 and the failure, and just it's a disaster, right? I've had an LML, and the first thing I did was the CP3 conversion because of all the horror stories I've heard, and I just didn't want to go through that. So I don't know why they put the CP4. 2021s had the CP3 pump. That one, I'm not 100% sure. I think that's a 2021, so it should have a CP3 pump. You can buy a Cummins that has the engine that'll run forever, has plenty of power, proven to be one of the best in the industry, but you are getting a truck that has transmission that's known to have issues, whereas you get a Duramax where it comes with the Allison transmission and a very reliable Duramax engine.
Although I will say these 10-speed transmissions are brand new to Duramax trucks, so we're still not sure. I've heard good and bad things about these 10-speed transmission. I've heard a few people blowing the tranny on these trucks, even in stock application, solely from towing. Only time will tell how reliable these transmissions are, but so far I really like it. Coming from 5-speed LOI and a 6-speed LML, I was really impressed with this 10-speed when I first got it. It shifts great, there's plenty of power, and I've towed a gooseneck with it. And I couldn't even feel that there was anything behind it. So I mean, this truck pulls like a champ. And then another thing is, let's talk about the ride quality. Everyone hates the IFS. That's why a lot of people buy the Cummins or the Super Duties, but I personally really like IFS. I mean, IFS rides better, although there's a lot more components involved, and you do have to upgrade a lot more stuff, such as my truck. It has the factory gearbox, but I upgraded the idler and pitman arm to kryptonite, as you can see right there. And then my tie rods are kryptonite. And then we upgraded the upper control arms. The whole front end has been upgraded, right? I mean, I reinforced all the weak points of these truck whenever I went with this big lift. And that's just something I've always done because this is like my 5th IFS truck. I always upgrade to kryptonite. There's less components on the Ram, but in my opinion, it doesn't ride as good as these trucks. I've always liked the ride quality of IFS. I mean, it all comes down to preference, right? The comment section is just going to be very split in half. You either love IFS or you hate IFS, because I know plenty of people that have the Duramax that do IFS conversion, all based on your preference. But like I said, personally, I like IFS. I like the ride quality better, although Mondo's truck rides pretty good, but I think, don't tell him I said it, I think my truck rides a little bit better than his Ram. That is it for this video, you guys. I mean, I don't know, I really am considering maybe getting a Ram as my next truck. Before I bought this truck, I did go on a test drive. There's a video, I'll put it right here. I really like the Ram, and the ride quality was pretty good. Leave your thoughts. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below what you have. Do you have a Ram, or do you have a Super Duty, or do you have a Duramax? And let me know why you chose that truck. You guys have been killing it with the comments and likes, so let's keep it going. But that is it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it, but I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Like, comment, and subscribe.